especially 2002, 2020 to 2022. Now, adesso. So today's topic is find people, find mission. What does it mean? Our history is from 1994 to 2022. It has 20 years old. And 2020, as you know, we had a lot of challenges. So we met a lot of people with social issues, new challenges. So we have met people and we felt our mission too. So the next slide. So go to the next slide, please. There are four parts of our presentation. The first is as introduction. So someone don't know about Japan. It's one of the Asian country. It's geography and also what we do as volunteers in Japan. And after that, we are going to talk about specific activities in Japan. And also, we have added online contents too from 2020. So you can join for us by online too. And finally, I'm going to give you some proposal to join us, even online or offline. You can come to Japan. So next one, please. First, as introduction, this is geography. Okay. Sorry. So the last one, please. Okay. So this one. Sorry. There are 16 dioceses. Okay. And also population is big, and capital city is Tokyo. I am from Tokyo. And country, the number of country is 435,000. Seems big, but all over the populations, it's only 0.03%. It's very small. However, country score, the number is huge, 835, and also the region score. You should remember 49, including nursery school, elementary school, and junior high school, university. So from this context, we have a lot of possibilities, a lot of potentials to do volunteers and spread our charity, our activities with you. Okay. So next slide, please. Sorry, the function is a little bit slow. So what we do in Japan, so in this cultural and religious context, we don't have particular religion. It's surprising. If you ask Japanese people what you read, it's nothing. You just say nothing. So it's very different from your culture. And for Japanese people, they do not speak up. So in this conference, I'm trying to speak up in the meeting. So there are many kind of people, multilingual, and I studied English from my elementary school days, but I haven't had any chances to speak up in English. So we try to get the chances. One of the chances is VIDES actually. So it's very important moment for us. So what we do? So we need the human context, human touchment. So for example, in Japan, we don't have charity. We don't have charity commission like UK. And also no organization like gathering charity, like USA. So we need to get the people gathered, but where do we can do? One of the option is church community. So our volunteer work as VIDES can provide the places for people who wants to gather, for example, with coffee. VIDES Japan has a typical kind of special stability, special kind of positions in Japan. So next one, please. So we are going to present about our activity. So first, thank you, Sister Alice, to come to Japan 2020. This is a picture of Harajuku. Harajuku is in Tokyo. It is one of the very young places. So the Sister Alice enjoy something strange. It is the snack. So matagashi. Yeah. So this is Shibuya. It's a very central of Tokyo. And the right one is VIDES Korea. So thank you for VIDES Korea to get involved with us in Korea too in 2019. So next one, please. And the first example is Happy House. It's a very unique one because we have the partnership. It's collaboration. It's a keyword in this conference. It's a collaboration with local NPO, but the name is Seibo. Seibo is the name of Virgin Mary in Japanese. Seibo. Seibo helps Malawian children, Malawi in Africa, the school meal project. But they also help Japanese children after school. They sometimes don't have time to spend with parents and have supper. So that's why we gather these children after school and provide school meal, provide supper, funded by Seibo. It's a kind of collaboration with NPO and volunteer work in Salesian community. Okay, next one, please. The next one is also collaboration. This is collaboration with Second Harvest Japan. It is founded by one American people who experiences actual lives with homeless people who don't have housing in 1990s. And after that, he founded Second Harvest. This organization gathered meals, which was food loss. Food loss means if you finish a meal, the meal has leftover, and they gather the leftovers, which is edible, and distribute it to other people who in need. It is Second Harvest. So we are registered as a partnership of Second Harvest and give some food as VIDES Japan in church communities or local places. So it is the second collaboration example. Okay, the third one is with also NPO. It is in Saitama area. Saitama is next to Tokyo. Amazingly, there are many foreign people community, for example, Brazilians or Philippines. So they sometimes lack of medical cares or the time to know about Japan. Japan is very complicated for foreigners who live there. So that's why we provide medical cares for foreigners and also the places to get some food. So this is also the collaboration with local NPO. So far, we introduced 3 kinds of collaborations. That is because we cannot do charity, we cannot do volunteers as a VIDES Japan as a soul. So we need to collaborate with other organizations and do our activities. And third one, okay, this is an online activity. So, okay, so let me share one story. Natalia is on the bottom, would like to learn Japanese. It's interesting. She is Brazilian, living in Italy. I met her in Italy in last year, and she told me I would like to study Japanese. So I introduced the online platform to teach Japanese to Cambodian kids. So Natalia lived in Italy, who is Brazilian, learned Japanese to start to teach for Cambodian kids. It's very interesting. So we started this course, online course, because we cannot go to Cambodia. So that's why it's a very unique kind of practice. Okay, so also we have the online volunteer course, and let me introduce. This is based on a book named, as you know, VIDES Progetto per il Giovani by Sister Maria Caputo. Thank you for this book. So we are using this book with local volunteers. So we learn our story as VIDES. So next phase, I would like to invite you in English, and let's discuss about the contents and deepen our understanding of VIDES International. So we have already introduced. So next one, please. Okay, so finally, let's conclude this presentation. This was taken in Rome. It's very near from the office of VIDES International. I wanted to meet Sister Annecy last year, but I couldn't. The one reason is that I had surgery here because I was very stomach, so that's why the air pressures during the airplane got some injury here. So I had to stay in Rome for 2 weeks because I couldn't ride the airs to go back to Japan. So I walked around the office of VIDES International and I met in the middle, Natalia and also Issa. Yes, so the two chased me and told me that you're Japanese. I would like to go to Japan in a few days. So let's start something. So I started the online project. So this is actually after Synod. I participated in Synod with Synodalities. So one was a groups of 15 young people. So I finished the Synod, and after that I walked around the VIDES International office and I met Natalia and Issa. So it was very amazing moment. So our future, we have started many kind of things after COVID. But if possible, I would like to spread the online platform with you and also with us also local members. So one was the plan is we can do the online volunteer course with the book from Sister Maria Caputo. And also if you would like to know about Japanese or what happened in Japan, you can join us by online program or Cambodia tour. Maybe next week, next year, or two years, we can do the actual volunteer tours. So we do now on the process. And the last one is you can visit Tokyo actually, but one plan is the future plan. So next one. Do you know what happened in Japan 2011? It's a very big, tsunami. It's a big tsunami from this place. This place is Namie city, Namie town. It is a very small city, but even now there were some disasters not recovered, so it's recovering. So we VIDES are going to make our activities much more concrete with this Namie town project. So if you are interested in Japan, and also maybe some people don't think Japan has many problems, but actually we have. Okay. Actually we have particular kinds of concerns. So that's why in this presentation, I hope it's a little bit serious, I'm sorry, but I hope you could know some part of Japan and be interested in Japan too. So after these presentations, please be free to ask me about further information. So very, very welcome. So thank you for this time, and I'm very honored. So in these presentations, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Japan. Thank you, Makoto. Thank you, Rico.